Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of our entitled parents. In today's episode, Father wants me to give him my settlement money. My mom sucks. Mother is praying for me to be disabled person in a wheelchair. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Father wants me to give him my settlement money. Regarding my last post today, when I'm back I need call the court regarding how I'll get money, so I may be receiving it today. I'm just worried about how to tell my dad that I won't be giving any as it's my money. My mother thinks I should just give him £50 out of it, or 100 to shut him up. But I don't want to even do that. I'm 18 now, and it's money from my accident. I know he expects even more than that, but I hate the idea of giving him the satisfaction of how controlling my money. Don't say anything. Just move out. Get your money and disappear. Let him stew. Think to yourself, this is money I am receiving because I was in a situation where I was due settlement money. This is to help me going forward to deal with what happened. I do not owe my parents anything for raising me. My mom sucks. So I found out I was pregnant in mid-January. Happy news. I told my parents at the end of January, and I asked they not share the news yet as I was only 6 weeks pregnant at the time. That same day she messaged a friend, or probably two, and told them my news. I asked her why she did that, and she said, friend, won't tell anybody. Okay, I get it, she's excited for her first grandchild. I let it slide. At this time I'm also packing a house for a move to a new state, fixing the house to sell, looking for a new job, interviewing, caring for pets, and continuing my job. 2 or 3 weeks later my mom posted on Facebook the photo of my ultrasound on her stories. I was so angry at her that when I tried to call her I couldn't get words out. She knew about it right when KT happened and left it up for 2 hours until I called. Her only response was, I know I messed up. So I'm sobbing in my closet and my husband is there to comfort me. But I am so distraught and angry I can't bring myself to talk to my mom. Well, she just told me she knew she was wrong, so I expected her to remove it. She didn't. My husband messages her the YouTube video of how to remove it, and she doesn't respond. The following morning, it's been up almost 12 hours now. I got a friend to tell me I should just log into her account and take it down myself. My mom wasn't answering calls at that point anymore and not reading messages, so that's exactly what I did. At least predictable in that regard. It took me 1 PW attempt and 3 buttons to remove it from her stories, a whole 20 seconds to take it down. Now I'm fuming, and I have nothing to say to her for over 2 weeks. FF to my 12 weeks and I have a bleeding scare and have to head to the doctors to check the baby. OFC, I wanted to call my mom to let her know I was needing her support. The call was short. I was anxious. She was happy to hear from me. Now remember I was able to log into her FB account? Well, I also had her messages notifications, so it turns out she messaged at least 5 people, not family, about my issue and asked them to pray for me. Not something I asked her to do, and surprised me she would think of that considering she already knew I was mad at her for sharing my news publicly. My dad wanted to visit to help me pack my house, and mom wanted to come with. So they visited and it was awkward. I tried to talk to her about her posting, but I couldn't find the right words because I was so upset and I confronted her with the wrong things. I asked her why she told so many people about my bleeding and she said, I only told family, a lie. I was so dumbfounded by her lie. I teared up and I asked her why. She said, because I thought a prayer circle would help, but I said, I didn't ask you for that. I didn't want anyone knowing anything. Her response was one I've heard her say my whole life, and it's the worst response she could have possibly given me. I'll never do that again. It's her empty solution to everything. Every time she's wronged me as a child, teen, young adult, and now as a mother she's used that phrase to placate me, shut me up, move on from her mistakes. No real solution. I just walked away from her. You should curb your instinct to tell her anything. By doing so, your pain will end. Hugs. I appreciate the hugs, you kind stranger. I've been keeping baby things away from her, for now. Dealing with the move, selling the house, updating it, has all been so stressful and I don't have the emotional capacity to forgive her. She's reached out to move past this, but I'm struggling. I want to share things, but like you said, so far it's been curbing my pain, and I don't trust her.
I'm sorry.
Moving forward, you tell your mother nothing you don't want shared. When you're ready to make announcements, make sure she's the last to know. When she asks you anything pregnancy related, give non-answers. It's fine. The doctor and I are satisfied. The baby is progressing well. She will complain about the lack of information. When she does, you tell her that if there's anything to share, she'll find out when everyone else does because she has proven that she can't respect your privacy. Those are good suggestions. I just never envisioned my pregnancy like this with my mom, and it makes me so sad. Limit the information you give her. Give her vague, meaningless answers to anything regarding your pregnancy and baby. When she asks why, tell her, bluntly, that you don't trust her. Mother is praying for me to be a disabled person in a wheelchair. Yes, it's completely true because I reject to be slave girl to the Islamic customs and traditions imposed on females. I do everything, clean my room, my clothes, the dishes I use, but she doesn't say anything to my male brothers or her husband. Rather, she comes to me and tells me that I never help her, instead of telling them to stop being lazy like her. If I write a long paragraph here of what she said, it never will end. She blaming me for her life choices and says to me I destroyed her life. When I try to be independent from her, this is what happens. She tells me that I am a selfish daughter. Because of the bad words she said, I started to feel like I had no value. How does a mother behave like this with her children? Anyone read this, please wish for a stronger mentality to counties the fight to get out of their home. I don't love her or the father. Both of them are sick people. They had children for a retirement plan. Your mom is abusive. I hope there is a way for you to escape. Please plan a secret way to escape from them as soon as possible. Mothers, normal mothers, don't do this. They just don't. You're being abused. She tries to beat you down because she sees you're doing what she could never do. Be independent and live your life free of misogyny. Every accusation is a confession. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.